Today, we're going to do something very different. A little bit weird, but totally awesome. Don't you go anywhere. No, you are not dreaming. We are going to build a Rubik's Cube that is also a house. Yes, I'm not kidding you. This is awesome, this particular build. I've really enjoyed it. It was given to me as an idea by Chloe, who actually showed me what she'd done making a very similar Rubik's Cube, and she did a great job, and I thought, you know what? I really want to have a go at that as well. So we are going to make a cube. It is going to be brilliant. It is not exactly the way it looks, so please do follow this video step by step. If it's too fast, make sure you pause it, slow it down, whatever you got to do to get this video right, because inside it is awesome and outside it is absolutely superb. Let's watch it. Let's get on with it. So what you need for this build actually isn't too bad. You need all the colours that you need for the cube, which is white, red, green, blue, orange, yellow and black. Yes, it's wall. If there is a lightning storm, it is going to burn down, but it is not about the burning. It is about the awesomeness. We also need some wood stairs and blocks and slabs, and also probably get some planks in, I suspect, later. Glowstone, some oak fence, spruce door, just to change it up a little bit, and then lots of different things that we're going to put inside the house too. So let's get on with it. So the first thing we're going to do is to find a nice place to build our house, and I thought this looked really nice. I'm going to do it in the water so as we can put it on stilts. It's got some great scenery around it, a nice mountain there, good backdrop. So this is where we're going to put it. We need to get some stilts. I'm going to use wood. If you wanted to use stone, I bet that would look equally brilliant. And we want to come and get ourselves a block right there. That's going to be our starting point, and then we're going to have a block next to it. So that's 2, then 6 gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2. And then we're going to go back in the other direction. We're going to go 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 gap, then 1, 2, and then going off in this direction. We're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and then you can see we're perfectly in line there, and that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. Perfect. So we've got a nice square there. Fill that square in. There, and there. And we want to make these stilts 7 blocks high. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can see 7 blocks high, so it's quite tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the original one was 7. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Brilliant. So let's do that with all 3 of the other legs. So 4 legs, 7 high, and then we're going to try and make these a little bit more pillar-like, a little bit more like columns. We're going to do that by coming up 2 high on each side like this. So do that on all 4 columns. Just like that. So we need to splay these pillars out just a little bit. So on each of these sides, I'm just going to do 1 column all the way to the end now. We're going to put steps the right way up on each of these 4 sides like that. And then we're going to put, again, steps the right way up on top of these ones as well. Just like that and that. No, not upside down there. That and that. Then we're going to do something to make this step continuous all the way around. So point at the side of the step like that, point at the side of the block like that, and point there, and you've got a continuous step all the way around. So repeat that on all the other sides. Just like that. It's time to do the top as well. So stick a block there and a block upside down there, block there, and do that on each side like this. Doesn't matter that the top block is sticking out like that, because it's going to get covered up. Then underneath here we're getting our steps, and we're going to put upside down steps there and there, and the same all the way around on each one, like that and like that. And then on this one here we're also going to put upside down steps just like that. Now we can't put an upside down step in this bit, it's not going to work, which really sucks. It's really annoying, but there's nothing you can do. Look, if you try and put an upside down step there, it just don't want to play. So we have to do something ever so slightly different. So we're going to get an oak wood slab and we're going to put it like that, which creates kind of a bit of a nice pedestal, which is going to look a little bit better when we sort the rest out anyway. So it actually looks pretty cool. So stick that on each corner here like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, like I say, I know it looks like it sticks out a bit far, but it actually works when you finished it. And final detail, get ourselves some oak fence, slip some oak fence in there and in there, in there and in there, in there and in there, and finally in there and in there. Gives a little bit more depth and texture, and you know that I love my depth and texture. We just need to repeat that on all 3 of the others now. So we have 4 really nice looking, quite ornate pillars. They're quite grand, which is perfect for when you're building a Rubik's Cube, because that's what you need, isn't it? It's grand. So we are now going to build the outline that's going to guide us through the rest of this. So we need to come out from one corner and we need to get ourselves one block out. So you can see that's right on the edge there, and we're going to come across all the way, and this should be 16. So we'll come all the way along. And one more, so that should be 16 blocks. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Brilliant. And we're going to go all the way around the other sides too, just like this. So there we have a 16 by 16 square in black, and we're going to just mark up, just to get ourselves a feeling, 2 up in each corner. And this is really to give us a bit of a guide. We're going to make this a lot higher in a moment. And then we're going to come across, we're going to leave a 4 gap on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to put 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to put 2, and that should leave a 4 gap. So repeat that on this side as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come up 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come up 2, should leave 4. And then again this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then again on this last side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then where we've gone up, we just want to cross all the way to the other side of the cube, like that, and it's again on this side as well. And cross hatch it from the other side as well.
Invincible.
You see there we've got a kind of 4x4 grid with 9 squares on each, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to build up these sides to be exactly the same. So we need to get this corner 16 high. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then we've just got to repeat that with all the others like this. So you should have 16 high stacks of your black wool on each corner and each strutty out bit that you built earlier, and then we're going to do something fairly predictable. We're going to go upwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, then strut. 1, 2, 3, 4, then strut. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that should be the last one. Strut, and then we're going to come across and join them up like that. Exactly like that. So you can see we've got some squares on that side, and we're going to come around this side. And this, I mean, it's a little bit like when you start to construct a modern house and you've got the framework of your modern house, except this is probably even more regular than a modern house, which has got a little bit of random in it. So you can see we're building up squares that are 4x4 on the inside, framed all the way around. So let's do that all the way around. Just follow where we've already gone now. Across the top, across here, and each time you should just put in 4 blocks to create your square like that. Just like that. So you've got a really nice grid. So we just need to carry on doing that all the way around. So let's get on with that now, shall we? And when you've finished, you are going to have a really awesome looking gridded box. Do across the top as well. Don't do the bits inside, because this is going to be your living area, and actually you want this to be a little bit different. The outside is a Rubik's Cube, the inside should be a lovely house. So we've got all the construction and the guide there ready and waiting for us. The next thing we've got to do is we've got to get the colours in, because a Rubik's Cube is nothing if it hasn't got colours. So what I have done is I have looked at a classic Rubik's Cube. Now, disclaimer, there are different types of Rubik's Cube. So if the Rubik's Cube you're looking at looks different to mine, I don't care. You're a lucky person for having a different Rubik's Cube that's not the classic type. It's probably going to be worth a lot of money one day. But this is a classic Rubik's Cube, and I know that red and orange start on opposite faces. I know green and blue start opposite faces. I know white and yellow start on opposite faces. And I've just stuck a little colour code onto each of them. Now you've got a choice. You could do your classic Rubik's Cube, or whatever Rubik's Cube you wanted, with whatever colours you wanted, frankly, all jumbled up, like someone's messed it up, ready to solve the puzzle if you wanted to. You could have it so as it's nearly finished. Maybe it's got the odd square that's the wrong colour. Or you can have it so it is completed, which would look quite neat and tidy and classic, and personally is the way I'm going to prefer it. So get the right colour and fill in your squares exactly like this, with the way and order that you want it to be. Just like that, and every square should have the same fill as the rest, all 4x4. So let's get this done. Well, I think we can agree that this is going to be the strangest looking house you have ever seen in your life, but how awesome does that look on the landscape? Absolutely brilliant. I'm so pleased with it. I've lit up the inside for now because we don't want any mob spawning in it. It's absolutely pitch black in there. What we need to do now is work out where we're going to put the entrance, and I've thought it would be really quite nice if we were to put some kind of suspended bridge going across to that side over there. I think that could look really, really great. So if we're going to do a suspended bridge, we want it relatively high. So I'm going to come out from this level here. So let's get some slabs. I think we're going to go for slabs. Shall we? Let's put some slabs out for the, just to start with, and we get a slab there, slab there, slab there, slab there, and we're going to come out 2 to create kind of our, I guess you could call it a front porch area before we start to bring a bridge across. You know what? I'm going to come out just 1 more, because I don't think 2 is enough. I think we need 3. So we've got quite a nice size front porch area there. I'm just going to hollow out those 2. I tell you, should we have a little look inside? How cool is it inside? Look at this. This is absolutely brilliant. It's like some psychedelic trip. You don't know what's going on. I'm surrounded by colour. It's absolutely brilliant. Right, let's not get carried away, Ava. Come on. Right, so we're going to build a bridge that kind of goes across there. Now, you'll notice the landscape doesn't lend itself perfectly to a suspended bridge, but it does lend itself fairly well. How good do those legs look underneath that Rubik's Cube? That's absolutely brilliant. So let's get on with this bridge. Now, I have measured the distance between the edge of this platform and the other side, and it is 28 blocks, which means we've got to go down and across, but it's got to be kind of equal, because it's going to be like a swingy arc going down and across. So it needs to go down for 14 blocks and then come up again for 14 blocks, because naturally gravity will make it dip right in the very, very middle. Now, a lot of people make a mistake when they make a suspended bridge, and they make it come down a kind of a half slab every single time. Now, that's not going to work. It doesn't look quite natural. What I recommend is that you come out and then you come down like that, then you come out again and then come out 1 more time. So we've got 1, 2, 3, then come down another one, and then come out 2. So that's 5. Then come down another one, and then come out 2. So you can see we've come out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and carry on going exactly like that with 1 down for every 2 across. And it just looks a little bit more natural than a suspended bridge that basically dips and then comes and turns into a very big bow. And it just doesn't quite sit right with me. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12, 13, 14. So we know that there is the halfway mark. So now we need to come up again. So 15, and then we're going to come up, across 2, and then up, across 2, and then up, across 2, and then whoop, and then up, across 2, and then up. And we may need to just terraform ever so slightly so as it works. Across 2, and then up. And we've got right to the edge of where we want to be. So that's quite nice. And we're going to have to do just a little bit of terraforming to make that look a little bit more kind of natural and complete. So for example, we'll get rid of that block and we'll put in a wooden block there. So that gives us the kind of the end that we want to achieve. And we're going to make a little platform at this side. We then need to think about what we're going to do to make this a little bit safe, because at the minute that is relatively perilous. So what we're going to do to make it look slightly better, so to make it just a little bit more safe and also a little bit more sturdy looking, we've taken some dark oak wood planks and we are going to be using them to create a kind of a half wall, but it's not quite a wall, it's more of a support along the side of this suspended bridge. So all we've done, really simple, is we've put 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've come down and we've put 2, 3, 4, then we've come down again, 2, 3, 4, then we've come down again, 2, 3, 4, and then we've come up. And the way we've come up is we've gone there, 2, 3, 4, there, 2, 3, 4, and there, 2, 3, 4. So we've got quite a nice looking, fairly even bridge. On this side we need to replace this platform because it's still not quite right, and on that side that's absolutely perfect. Then we're going to get some fence. We're going to take the fence from that point there and we're going to run it all the way along, and then one on the last one. We're going to do a little bit of terraforming there, as I say, to make that better. And we're going to come all the way along here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we've got kind of a fenced bridge that looks really nice. I like the way that looks. Now you could do maybe some extra support if you'd like to on that bridge, maybe put some kind of leg coming down from the bottom there, but for me I actually quite like it and I'm going to keep it just like that. But what I do want to do is I want to just augment this platform a little bit because I think it needs it, just to make it look a little bit more like it's part of the build. So we're going to pull this out like this, we're going to lose this layer there, bring that out, and we're going to incorporate that tree as part of the build there as well. And then what we can then do is we can get some oak wood and we're going to get block that off like that. Create a platform there, and then on the other side we can do exactly the same. Get one there, one there, one there, all the way around. I'm just going to bring one in on that side, and that's created. If I get rid of this bit like that, that looks nice. And that creates kind of a nice landing stage. Let's get rid of these 4 as well, just to complete that. And I think that looks pretty cool. So we've got a nice landing stage there, and if we wanted to, we could continue that on into that really gorgeous lagoon. I'm going to have to do something with that lagoon. I don't know. If you've got some ideas as to what I should be doing in that lagoon, let me know in the comments below, because that looks brilliant. I really like that. So let's get ourselves back across this bridge and finish the outside off, at least for the moment, and then we can get onto the inside and maybe do just a few bits and pieces in there. So let's get some fencing around here to stop ourselves from falling off, and we're going to get a torch. We're going to stick a torch at the end of those, and then where we've got each end of the fence, we're going to stick a torch on the end of each one. We've got, when it's night time, that's really beautifully lit, and we can find our way to our Rubik's Cube house, and it's awesome on the inside. I love it. Obviously we're not going to keep all of this glowstone in here, but it's just to stop the mobs from spawning on the inside, and actually to be able to see the colours. You don't need light up at the top, you only need light at the bottom to stop the mobs spawning, but I couldn't see the colours without all that glowstone, so I decided that I wanted to keep it. So what I have done inside, I have created a floor separating these 3 levels. So I've got a floor here that is 1, 2, 3, 4 deep on each side. 2, 3, 4. Same with the back, same on that side. And then up here we've got a floor that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 deep all the way around. So this one's 4 and this one's 5. And the first thing we're going to do is to create some stairs going down and also some stairs going up. So we've used dark oak wood here to give a little bit of contrast, and then we're going to use oak wood stairs to go down. So we leave one gap there, stairs going up like that, and then we're going to have upside down stairs there, and then this is going to be the stairs that go upwards. So let's do the stairs that go upwards first. So we're just going to reverse stairs, then normal stairs. We don't want that stair like that, we want it straight. And then on this side we're just going to reverse the stair. And that, with these dimensions, fits really perfectly going down like that. And then on this side we're going to do exactly the same. So we want upside down stairs, and then this one is actually impossible to get to without breaking the floor. So there and there, up you get. Let's get the floor back in there. We don't want to fall through the hole, and at the very bottom we're going to put steps there and there. So that creates a really nice up and down staircase to the 2 different levels. Now obviously we're not going to keep this glowstone here like this at the moment, but we've not removed it yet because we still don't want anything to spawn. So I've decided here we are going to fill in the side of these steps with the dark oak planks. So we put that all the way along the side like that, and then come round, and on this side we're going to do exactly the same. Creates a little bit more floor space for us in this area as well, which we'll be able to use in just a moment. So that creates a nice area there, and up here you'll see that we've got, again, we want to just fill in that bit there, and I think I'm going to keep that bit open. It just makes it look that little bit nicer. So we're going to get some fencing. Now you could choose to use something different to fencing if you wanted to. I certainly am very open to using glass, which often you use in a modern build, and we're going to fence around this hole purely for safety, because the last thing you want to do is fall down a blooming great big hole to your death inside a Rubik's cube. That would just be embarrassing. And up the steps we've got up here as well, and we're going to create exactly the same thing here. Create a nice little kind of balcony type area inside this house like that, all the way around, so as we've got a nice safe area for us to go up and down. I might bring that out like that. There, that's perfect. So we're going to go out like that. I'm going to bring that out one more, and I'm actually going to bring that out one more as well, because I think it's nice to have things equal. So that's the stairing, and now all that's left is to work out how on earth we're going to light this place and make it into an actual home. So we've created some fairly simple lighting using some hanging glowstone and trap doors, which are really easy to make. I've done 4 on each level, and I've also slipped some underneath the stairs on this particular level because it was a little bit dark because the stairs were in the way. And on this level again we've got 4. You'll see that we've come in 3 and 3, so we've got like 1, 2, 3, there it is, and 1, 2, 3. So we're nice equidistant in the middle there as well, and there. And then on the top floor again I've got no trapdoors on it at the moment, so you just stick the trapdoor to the top of the glowstone and close the trapdoor. Top of glowstone, close the trapdoor. Top of glowstone, close the trapdoor. And finally the same again. So let's do that on the other 3. It's as simple as that. Before we create some of this internal space, we've got such amazing views around this cube, and we haven't got any windows, and we're not going to put any windows in it either, because windows would kind of spoil the aesthetic of it being a Rubik's cube. But what we can do is create a balcony. So I'm going to bring a balcony outside of this just by using some oak wood slabs, and we're going to run the balcony. I think it could go all the way around and be a 2 vista balcony along this side as well, and maybe we go as far as there, all the way around. And we're going to create this balcony. It's going to be 3 wide, and then we'll get our fence again. And I wonder, would it be nice to have a view there as well? I'm going to continue this around now. call me frivolous, but we're going to come down here and we're going to bring the balcony out even further. No, maybe we'll use the oak wood slab. That would be a good idea. We can bring the balcony even further along this way. I'm not going to come past the edge, I don't think, because that would be a little bit too much, but we are then going to create that balcony effect there, and we'll perhaps put things on the balcony there to decorate that up in just a moment. And what I do actually want is I want some acacia doors. This is effectively a back door, and I do like acacia doors for back doors. They work so much better than normal doors. And again, from the inside, always from the inside, put my doors in like that. A nice double door going out to the outside. I think that looks fantastic. And speaking of doors, we want to put some doors at the front as well. So again, from the inside, door there and door there. And that gives us a nice entrance for our Rubik's Cube. Now we've got to get all the inside sorted out. And we have finished this build, and it looks really, really nice, from the bridge that takes it in to the front door here that's surrounded with a couple of trees to make it look pretty, and we've got the balcony here that's just nice to be able to sit out on the chair right there to look out at this amazing view. But more specifically, inside we've got a living space that you can actually decide what you want to do with. I've done some pretty basic stuff, but I quite like it. Starting downstairs, we've got our enchanting area, we've got an area here with an infinite water source to do brewing, we've got lots of area here that we can do our smelting with storage, all of our armour here, and we've got the necessary tools as well. And then upstairs on the next level we come up, we've got our kitchen area with our oven and our wash up, etc. there. A nice area to sit down where we can eat the dinner that we've just prepared in that gorgeous kitchen. And then upstairs on the top level we have got a much nicer kind of soft living area with a bit of storage and a creeper that has somehow spawned inside my house, which is always good to know. Thank goodness I'm on creative. Note to you now, you need to put more light into this. I didn't realise, I thought it was light enough. That's hilarious. And there's a bed. Creeper, go to bed. That's all I can say to you. And outside here we can get onto that balcony. This is really nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed making that as much as I did. If it was a bit quick, then rewind, go over some of the other bits again. You can always run the video 2 or 3 times to make sure you've got exactly what it is you're trying to do. I've really enjoyed this build. If you've enjoyed it, please do make sure you smack that like button beautifully hard and let me know you've liked the video, and please do subscribe. It's always great to see new names in that sub club. Make sure you go and watch another video for me now. Perhaps this one right here would be a good choice, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. Thanks again, Chloe, for this suggestion. Absolutely brilliant. Bye.